evening, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner. I'm so glad to have you here tonight. It feels like forever since we've had the show. I'm happy to be back, and I'm letting you know right now I'm feeling a little under the weather. We need to research why they say under the weather because it makes no sense. I would like to welcome our great guest tonight. First of all, my great co-host is here with me tonight. I'm so excited. Please say hello to Mr. Paul Gallagher. Yay.
Spirit fingers. Spirit fingers.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have fun tonight. And folks, up in the right-hand corner, my right, I hope it's your right, I'm not sure. We have our musical guest tonight, new middle class, which is Barbara and Mike Borak. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah.
Great. Yay. I'm practicing, y'all. Welcome, folks. I'm so glad to have you here. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Yes, you're welcome. So, folks, I was looking at my Facebook, and I heard them on Facebook, I believe. I've talked to so many people. No, actually, you reached out to me, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, well, I think you had posted something in a Facebook group.
Yes.
Songwriters, and so I reached out to you.
I am so glad you did because I'm already thinking, man, you're so talented. Y'all are so talented. Like, I love listening to your music. It's different. It absolutely is unique, and I really like that, and it's really, really good. So before we get started into the music, why don't y'all quickly tell us a little bit about yourselves? Whoever wants to talk, both together, I don't care. You take it away.
There you go.
Okay, well, Mike and I have been playing music together for many, many decades.
Yes.
And pretty much since we met, which was, I would say, greater than 40 years ago, but less than 50. So
it's a math problem.
Wow. So somewhere in there.
Okay,
yeah.
Somewhere in there. That's funny. That is funny. Well, go ahead. Keep talking. I am checking this to make sure because unfortunately, I can't set the audience until we get going.
Okay.
So more than 40, less than 50, is that what it was?
What?
I don't know why this is supposed to be set to public. When y'all come on, ladies and gentlemen, can someone comment so I can make sure the comments are working? Sorry about that, folks. We always have to do it like that because I still haven't figured out how to set it in advance. I set it, but then I go back and it is changed to only me instead of public. So I can make sure the comments are working.
Okay, good. We'd like to hear from people.
Okay. So y'all have known each other for a while. Y'all been playing together for a while.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just said, and along the way, we managed to get married.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've had different iterations of our music. I mean, when we first got together, Mike had a band.
Which was called Light Horse Harry.
Yeah, and
Light Horse Howie?
Harry, Light Horse Harry. Like
that's Harry. A cool name.
And at a certain... I guess I had just met you or whatever it was. They needed a backup singer, and somehow I wheedled my way into the band. And so I guess that was when I started singing. But you had already been performing and everything. So we did. It was like a country western swing kind of band.
Yeah, kind of like Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I can see why he invited you to sing or however that came about. Your voice is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I really like it. And I love the way y'all harmonize together. It sounds amazing. It really does. So how long have y'all been married?
41 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that? 41 years. That's amazing. So thank you for commenting.
We got married when I was 6 years old.
That's right.
I love that. I really do. And so y'all, they say the couple that plays together stays together. So I guess that's true with you guys. Literally, you're playing all this music and entertaining people everywhere. And I see that y'all are doing some great things. So I want to say hello to our good friend Marie McConaughey. She's here, rain or shine. I'm sure Sarah's here somewhere. I want to welcome them. Thank you, Marie, for being here. So, where exactly are y'all located? Y'all are around somewhere around.
We're in the Hudson Valley in New York, about an hour north of New York City.
Nice. And how's it over there? Is it nice? The weather good or no?
Well, it's winter now.
Yeah. That was a bad thing to ask in the middle. Yeah, exactly, in January.
Enough
I can't even
said.
imagine. It's been cold here, but our cold is in the 40s. So,
Yeah.
yeah. If we haven't had weather in the, what is it? Would be in the teens, probably, if not more, if not colder there.
Mhm.
Yeah, our weather don't get in the teens
So
until
sorry.
February. That's whenever we start getting our bad stuff.
Yeah, and last year, excuse me, and last year Paul was on a camping expedition. He decided to be an outdoorsman and went camping in the teens, and he came on our show and tried to do the show. It was, let me say, it was funny. It was really funny.
It was
'cause he
sleeping in a hammock
freezing.
when it was 20 degrees outside.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to have the right equipment to do that.
Yeah, and he bought all this stuff and he was still freezing. I just
man.
thought about that, Paul, because that was one of the highlights. I thought it was funny. And I don't remember which show number it was, but you can go back and see it. Do you remember which show that was? Who was the guest that night? Do you remember?
That was the author that we had on.
Yes. We've had so many great guests. We're very
I was actually going to interview him from my hammock, and it was dark and it was cold, and I tried to. Yeah, it
didn't work out well.
It was funny.
Yeah, we couldn't see anything. It was pitch black. I'm like, Paul, are you okay? We couldn't see him. He was literally freezing. Oh my God, memories.
In the middle of the woods.
But at least no bear attacks, right?
Yes,
no bear attacks. No.
Yeah, that's one thing I guess we don't have to worry about. I don't know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for everyone who's joining us. I do apologize that we haven't had shows lately, but because of the holidays and me doing all these other things, we kind of just took a little break, but hopefully we're getting back into it. I'm really glad to have you all here. Thanks so much for joining us. So why don't y'all tell us a little bit about, let's get right into it, because we have a lot of songs we want to show them and let them hear, because I am just so impressed with your songs. I think they're great.
And one of the great things about me coming on here, I get fresh ears. I have not heard anything.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
Any music before the guests come on. I like listening to it fresh. If I can actually.
Yeah, well, Paul, they've got some really cool songs. I mean, the lyrics are very clever about the planet, and I just think they're really good. I really, really do. Very unique. I've never heard anything like it. So the first song is called Quark, Quark. Y'all tell us a little bit about that song. The title especially, it's very interesting. Whatever you want to share.
Well, I guess this is a perfect example of why we're not famous. Because, I guess most people are writing songs about love or whatever.
Yeah.
Not everybody is writing a song about a subatomic particle and quantum physics.
Yeah.
So there are all sorts of little things scattered in it. So this is a song called a quark is a subatomic particle, and this is a dance song called the Quark.
Oh gosh!
Because I remember that back in the old days, like every week there were like dance shows on TV, and everybody would come up with a brand new dance.
Yes.
Dance going round. I don't know how it
started.
Know how it started.
I knew you'd do that.
Wow.
So this is a subatomic particle dance song, and it's
cool,
got all
right,
little things scattered in there. So, for example, a quark has these properties called like all different names, like up and down, and top and bottom, and charm and spin. So all little things are in there. And if you're a physics fan, you're familiar with Schrodinger's cat, which is a thought experiment in quantum physics. So if not, you can just dance to it.
Wow, that is so cool. Do you have a background in physics?
No, I just like to read up on it.
I was just wondering. Wow, that's so cool. And Marie said her dog Poppy knows my voice. He's here even without the music. So thank you, Poppy. Thank you for tuning in. So let's get right to that. Are y'all ready, folks? Let's play Quark. What a cool name. Here we go. Let's pray this works okay.
Come on, let's do the quark. It's the latest dance craze. Baby, me and you dance like the smart kids do in a subatomic daze. Let's do the quantum dance here at the physicist's ball. Don't worry, you won't fall. 'cause the steps are so small you hardly move at all. Ooh, 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 you offer no resistance. Ooh, ooh, don't need no peer reviews to prove your existence. Partners meet by chance. I did not select you. First we all collide, then you're by my side, and now I detect you. I love the way you quark, the way you charm and spin. From the bottom to the top, baby, please don't stop. Keep going out and in. Don't take a Nobel Prize to quantify our interaction. Side step closer to me, bit by bit. Slip your lab coat off and dip your hip. Have you heard about the cat? I don't know where that cat's at. Did the cat survive? Is it dead or alive? We may never know that. Everybody do the quark. Do that quirky little quark. Let's see what we can see. Experimentally, we're gonna glow in the dark. Everybody do the quark. Do that quirky little quark. We're gonna glow in the dark. Everybody do the quark.
If this is not an indicator to where this show is going tonight,
Whoops, I had my mic muted again. That was great. I loved it. Go ahead, Paul.
no, I was saying if yeah,
I loved it. I thought it was so cool. So
I love. Oh my lord, this is like mixing like 60s, and the video was amazing. I was like, wow, this is
I
pretty
know,
cool.
man. Y'all were
This is
getting
pretty
down.
cool. Inks on there.
Yeah, that music was kind
I
of
like
kind of a mashup of Pointer Sisters, Bob Marley, 10cc, and They Might Be Giants.
Wow, that's great. Well, Marie said so cute. I love it. And
Yay.
folks that are viewing and listening, let us know what you thought about it in the comments. We always welcome comments. We'd love for you to interact. Let's hope everything is working properly. So
Yeah,
far,
this
so
is
good.
and this right here is the perfect example of why we have people like indie artists come on our shows, because
Yes.
and I hate to say this, but typically music like this doesn't get out to the general public.
Yeah.
And you normally only hear this like in bars or or what. I'm not sure exactly where y'all play, but this is what the show's all about. Bringing
Yes.
music like this on here for people to hear this, because I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
video was amazing.
I loved it. I'm trying to see what the name is on this one. Can you see that, Paul?
Judith Gladstein Powers.
Hey, Judith Taverns, how you doing?
Hey, Judith.
Oh, nice. She said great video. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for interacting, Judith. Boy, I tell you what, my eyes are getting worse. I can't, it's so little on my end. Thank you so much for commenting. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I really love the way you were dancing, Barbara. That was nice.
Oh, that wasn't me. Well, yeah, I did some dancing, but we leaned on our kids for that.
Oh.
We had asked our fans and our family to send in little video clips of what they thought a quark dance might be, and so we incorporated those things into the video.
Oh, that is such a great idea. I love that. Get everybody involved. I think that is wonderful.
That was almost a little bit of Monster Mash kind of going on. With the whole, like a
And
little
Paul knows
thriller
all
thing.
about Monster Mash. He sings it every
And I
year
got
for
a chance to
Halloween.
wear my high school chemistry lab coat too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, really.
Never throw anything away.
Never.
Well, you never know when you may need it later in life. Wow.
That's
So
right.
Marie said
funny
Poppy didn't
story
take his
about
eyes
that.
off it. Do what, Paul?
Right. That's a funny story about that.
Uh-oh.
My wife, I'm a computer guy, so I keep computer parts all the time because you never know. Like you said, you never know when you're going to need them. So my wife finally talks me into getting rid of this box, right, of all this computer stuff. Yeah, get rid of it. I'm like, fine, I'll get rid of it. So I got rid of it. The next day, I needed something in that box that I got rid of.
Oh, my God. You're like, see?
And I had it for years.
Oh, jeez. It never fails. It never fails. Well, I really, really like it. Marie said love the video, and Poppy loved it too. Thank you so much.
So
Judith,
was that
thank you for your comment.
your kids that were juggling and dancing in the door and doing that?
Yeah.
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 That is so cool. I don't know how you got your kids to do it. My kids will not participate. They're like, Mom. They're just like my.
If you just watch the video and you hear the song, I can imagine how your family get-togethers are, and I can see,
Yeah.
I can see your family just having a blast.
It seems like it, right, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, yeah.
Well, everybody's musical in that they like to sing and they like to dance, and
Yeah.
you know,
Perfect.
it's
Gee, I
fun.
wonder who they got that from. Huh?
They put up with us.
Yeah, so Marie said maybe you
They're
can get that
embarrassed by
computer
us.
up and going,
Yeah.
Paul. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, embarrassed by y'all. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can probably see
My
that.
kids are for sure. Because you normally I'm doing such ridiculous things. They're like, Mom, really? Nothing bad, but it's just like, oh God, it's my mom. Oh geez, I don't even want to admit it's her. So I don't want to rush, but Paul, we have actually 7 songs to get to, so we're gonna have to go quick tonight.
Go for it.
So the next song is called "It Ain't What It Ain't." I love the title. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay.
Well, it ain't what it ain't.
Yeah, I know it's a good title. It really is.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna.
Yeah, this song actually was featured on the homepage of an organization called Braver Angels, which what they're about is getting together people from red states and blue states and figuring out how people can talk to each other and just work things through a lot better than they might be doing otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So one of the things that I do, you might have figured out already, is that I like to do character songs. So
Yes.
It's not always me, it's not always us. We pretend to be different characters. So in this song, it's kind of a political song, and it's about a character that's kind of getting uncomfortable with the current situation and decides, I don't know, he starts to become more radicalized.
Okay.
And to me, one of the interesting things about this song is that as you listen to it,
So sorry.
depending on your point of view, you could think that it represents your point of view or the opposite point of view. So
Good. So you were able to.
it could be a right wing, it could be left wing. I don't know.
Wow.
But it's from a songwriting point of view, it was kind of a challenge to be able to do something like that. Rather than,
Wow.
I don't like to pontificate. I don't like to tell you to say this is my point of view and this should be your point of view. I'd rather make you think about it.
That's good. And you definitely do that with this song. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I think it's really clever. The lyrics are spot on this one. And I intentionally, everybody knows, I try not to listen to the entire videos because I like to be surprised. I listened to a lot of this one. I did not listen to the whole thing because I'm like, I'm going to ruin it for myself. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is It Ain't What It Ain't. Anything else y'all want to add before we play it?
Let's get surprised.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
This fragile world's like that blow-up thing on my next door neighbor's lawn. Put a hole or two in it, no, you won't see it no more. And that's what they've done to the actual world. See it going, going, gone. I feel the same way that sucker's gonna feel when he opens his door. And it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. You can speak your mind in bright red spray paint. Just takes a pin to burst a bubble. Tell the truth, it's gonna land you in trouble. The time has passed to exercise restraint, because it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. I guess they know what they think they know, because somebody told them so. When a fact is a fact, it's a fact, but they just dismiss it. And when the idiots tip this precarious world into the bottomless abyss, it's sure gonna make me sad now. Think I'm gonna miss it, 'cause it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. You can speak your mind, signing bright red spray paint. Just takes a pin to burst a bubble. Tell the truth, it's gonna land you in trouble. The time has passed to exercise restraint, because it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. Yes, it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. All secrets are witnessed, all motives exposed. I don't know why they try to deny what everybody knows. And it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. In times like these, you don't get to be a saint, no. Just takes a pin to burst a bubble. Stick it in, you cause a whole lot of trouble. The time has passed to exercise restraint, because it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. Yes, it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. And it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. I said it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't.
Very nice. Yes. I like that one, and I like the way your lyrics said what you wanted to say, like you said, but you didn't take sides. You were very vague. I like that. What about you, Paul? What'd you think?
Yeah, in this new era that we're living in with political sides, and it's so true that what you were saying about oh man, my brain just went blah, because I get people listening to people like TikTok. I mean, you have so much stuff now. You have news, you have TikTok, you have CNN, Fox, and it's both sides are attacking each other. And then the whole fact thing, they're taking the facts and they're distorting them and they're throwing them out and putting their own opinion. It's like, yeah, a fact is a fact.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't.
What did I? Excellent. I really like that. Great job. Well done. Well
There's
done.
one thing I did want to point out there, especially because the song is about being radicalized and so forth. So that last panel there is a quote from Gandhi about nonviolence, because we just kind of wanted to make it clear that that's actually where we're truly coming from. And I feel like, the response to violence is always going to be more violence from the other side. So
Yes.
not the way to go.
And now, and that's what the problem with the world is today. I mean, everybody wants violence, and
Yeah.
that's not the answer. It really isn't the answer.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like
People
that.
just learn how to talk to one another and actually,
Yeah.
instead of spreading this hate and this
Yeah.
BS around, it'd make it so much
Yeah.
better.
I know.
So
I
that was our first. That was our first COVID video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we had like never left the area of our
Yeah.
house. So we just kind of shot it all around our house.
Didn't you? Okay, I know it was subtle, but you had a reference to that in there, didn't you? I think about the jab, or am I thinking of something else? Or was I wrong?
No.
Well,
I don't think so.
I say my interpretation is never everybody else's interpretation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe in there, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I heard it, but maybe it's just me. I'm not feeling well, ladies and gentlemen, so I apologize. Judith gave you a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's interesting that you interpreted that way.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Of course, my brain, I've been in bed for a day and a half, not feeling well. By the way, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've got come down with a head cold or whatever I've got. So I haven't been feeling well. So if I sneeze or cough, I'm trying my best not to. So you got a thumbs up from Judith, and Marie said, puts me in mind of the hippie era, kind of going to do what I want, but not what I don't. Yeah, good point, Marie. Good point. Absolutely.
Hold on, Carolyn. I don't want to get sick.
Oh, funny, Paul. It would not surprise me at all if you can't catch it over the internet. Oh my God. That's so funny, Paul.
I wanted to say that I directed that video, and
Yes.
And I insisted that he do the air guitar.
The air guitar.
I love that.
I loved it.
That's
I
my
did too. I loved it. My husband plays air guitar, and he can't play real guitar though, so it makes it even funnier. But in your case, Mike, everybody knows you can really play, so I love that. I thought that was a great addition. I really
Brett
did.
doesn't just play the air guitar.
Yes, I know.
Plays the inflatable bendy guitar.
Yeah, and the air accordion, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, the air accordion. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes an even better sound.
Yes, absolutely. So let's keep moving on because I don't want to run out of time. I'm so sorry, y'all. So the next song is called Another Life. Y'all tell us a little bit about that song. And sorry about the y'all. It just comes out of me sometimes.
It's this draw. It's y'all.
No, y'all. I don't know why. Sometimes more than others. I don't know.
Yeah. Like a lot of songs, they kind of start with a dream. So I remember for this one, I woke up and I had the first line or something very close to the first line, which is the world is in another everyday man-made mess.
Yeah.
And so I woke up with that and I said, okay, where do I go with this? So I think what I ended up doing is a song, depending on how you look at it, it could be somewhat hopeful, or it could be the most depressing song that I've ever written.
Oh, you've written way more depressing.
I don't know about that.
It depends on the way you interpret it. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. It kind of, I don't know why, it kind of reminded me of that. I mean, I had to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to it right now, but it kind of reminded me of Third Rock from the Sun. I think that's what it was. Wasn't that Third Rock from the Sun? I'm excited for everybody to hear this. I think it's got a lot of meaning. Are you ready, Paul?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are y'all ready? Here out there, y'all's coming back. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with me. I guess when I don't feel good, I revert to my Waco days when I grew up in the y'alls. All right, here we go. And I'm sorry I'm rushing. I'm just trying to get through everything. Okay, here is Another Life. It's a great song. Here we go.
Everyday man-made mess. We could fix it with technology, I guess. 'cause we can swim and swim and it'll be alright. Alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright in another life. In the future I can see a rainbow floating slickly on the water from sea to shining sea. And that rainbow is the echo of a promise. It might be fire or it might be ice, but the world won't end the same way twice. Well, there's a happy herd of independent minds, and it's best to just ignore them all, I find. It's me and you, we can see what's true, we can watch it go down. If they throw the fight, let's kiss and say goodnight. Try to get it right the next time around, and it'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright in another life. Alright. Alright. It'll be alright. Alright. It'll be alright in another life. In another life. It'll be alright. In another life. It'll be alright. In another life. Alright, alright. In another life. It'll be alright. In another life. It'll be alright. In another life. Alright. In another it'll life. It'll be alright. In another life. Alright. In another life.
I really like that. Go ahead, Paul. Uh-oh. Paul, check your mic. I don't hear you.
Because I muted myself.
I did too.
Okay, so hold on. Let's break this down.
Yeah.
Okay, for one thing, I would love to come up there and sit down with y'all and just have a conversation, because this
Yeah.
video is very deep.
It is.
There is a lot of iconography going on that hits so many things. You mentioned Brave New World. Read the novel. Oh my Lord. I think they're making a movie about it. I don't know how they're going to do the movie about Brave New World, because that book is totally just out there. Your different iconography that you have dealing with, you have the Hindu, you have Christianity, you have all this other, the rainbow, that, oh my Lord. I mean, and then in A New Life, at the very end, was that a girl with like VR goggles on?
That was
Exactly.
so cute.
A
A
baby
little
with
baby.
VR goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
little baby,
so
wow.
it kind of leads to where the world's heading.
Yeah.
The oil slick, the oil slick between She Deciding She with the boat going with the oil slick, that was like
Clever.
Rainbow, yeah.
man-made issues going on.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's very deep. Very,
Yeah, it really is. And I
very
saw where
deep
you had the
thought.
sheep, and of course my thought was, don't be like don't be a sheep, quit following what they say. That's what I got out of it. You had so many references in there. It's very good. Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. But I liked it a lot. In Another Life, though, I'm like, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Paul, it's a good one, isn't it? I think that's the one I made.
They're expecting technology to fix a lot of the issues that we're having right now.
Right.
These songs that y'all are doing, I mean, these can spark, one song could just spark an entire conversation based on just the thought process that was going on here. I am a deep thinker, and I see this, and I'm like, oh my Lord, this is crazy, because I talk about stuff like, matter of fact, I was just having a discussion at work today about how technology could fix a lot of different things if it was used in the proper manner. For instance, gas, electricity. We're talking about electric cars and how everybody's, oh, let's go to electric cars. Well, electric cars that's not the answer, because the electric cars is and of course this goes off to a complete different topic, a tangent that I can get on and whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
my thing has always been if the government wants to fix a lot of the issues that are man-made, all they have to do is get about 1,000 scientists, throw them in a room, and say, "This is what we want to solve," and they can solve it in a day. I have no doubt in my mind. But the issue always comes down to money. It's all about money.
Oh, yes.
And like I can get off on a tangent on this.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to.
I knew Paul would really like that. I do too, a lot. I like that one a lot. It just gets your mind going. It's like, wow, that's powerful.
That's what I watched that video in a while, and I found it very powerful too.
Yeah. Are you looking at your own songs going, wow, we created something really good there? I mean, you have to be.
We don't watch our videos every day, so it's new to us also.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking I kind of really enjoyed, I remember this, towards the end of the song, when I was putting the video together, and the images all of a sudden, as the song, the chorus just starts repeating, the images start coming faster and faster.
Yeah.
And then it kind of moves from light to dark.
Yes.
And it just sort of propels itself forward, and I just love the way it turned out.
Yeah, it was like, this is what it can look like in the future. I saw references to that. It kind of reminded me of the Jetsons. And you had a lot of cool references in there. I really
talking about another life is like in another life that basically could be a different. Like, so, excuse me, because I say I go.
Paul's gonna get all going now.
But it goes into like alternate dimensions. When you die, is there a afterlife? And then if it is an afterlife, this could be a different type of time variant.
Yeah.
And
there's no way to know whether you guys even intended that to be.
I know.
But it's funny.
That's how my brain.
Yeah, you've written it so well to where you can interpret so many things out of that song. It's really impressive. Like, really impressive. So let's go on.
Have you read Brave New World, Carolyn?
Pardon me?
Have you read Brave New World?
No, I have not. I guess I should, huh?
That's your homework.
Huh?
Yeah, that's my homework.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's crazy. It's one of those crazy books.
Wow, I can imagine. I've heard of it, definitely. So let's go on to the next song. Is called "You Can Talk to Me." I like the title, of course. So simple. You can talk to me. Don't worry. Why don't y'all tell us a little bit about this song and the video, whatever you'd like to share?
Well, this the genesis of this one was, I talked before about that organization, Braver Angels.
Yes.
And this is the first time I had heard of them. They put out, I don't know where I read about this, but it was a song contest. They wanted a song which they would use like as a theme song or whatever. So it was kind of an exercise for me, because as you may have gathered, a lot of times I write these really dark, twisted songs. And I knew that wasn't what they were looking for. They were looking for the opposite. So,
right.
So I took a look at their mission statement, and I pretty much tried to write the song to order to represent what this organization was about, even to the point of putting the name of the organization in the bridge of the song. So we submitted that video to Braver Angels. It didn't win the contest, but actually they did use it to open one of their conferences. So that was really cool.
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
What does this organization represent?
It's an organization that brings together people from opposite political points of view and encourages them on how to talk to each other without confronting each other, but trying to communicate. They do some really cool stuff.
Excellent.
They pull in different parties,
yes, exactly.
And when you say that, you're talking about like Republicans, Democrats.
The way they like to refer to it is red and blue.
Red and blue.
Trying not to be so political, so specific.
Wow. Well, I wanted to share what Marie said about the last video. She said it's very deep, but gives hope for the future. Very well said, Marie. I agree with that. Very well said. Thank you so much. So this next song is called "You Can Talk to Me." So this is, there we go. Thank you, Judith.
Yeah.
Thank you. So braverangels.org. Thank you so much. Y'all go check that out. Very interesting. Copy it and paste it for now. Go watch it after the show, okay? Go check it out after the show. So this one is "You Can Talk to Me." Anything else you want to add about this one, guys, before we play it?
And this is just a live singing and playing.
Yeah, just a live
Nice.
video. We just set up 2 phones and
And
we spliced it together. But this is a live performance, except that I added a bass afterwards, so you'll see that. But other than
Oh,
that,
that's
it's just a
nice.
live
I
performance.
love the way y'all play together. I think it's so great. I really do. I mean, I can tell you both really have a passion for it, and that is so cool to do that together as a couple. I think it's wonderful. Wow.
it's been a lifelong thing.
Couple
Yeah.
that play together stays
Wow.
together.
That's so, yeah, exactly. So let's play this. This is,
How do they do it?
yeah, You Can Talk to Me. Here we
Right.
go. Make sure I push the right button. I don't want to mess up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Two people from different places, different faces. You and me, still we are two people. That must mean something, though we see some things differently. You're there, I'm over here, but in between is common ground. The love that's lost between you and me is still around, it can be found. You can talk to me, yes, you can talk to me. In the end, my friend, we might agree to disagree, or maybe we can work together. You can talk to me. It's a funny thing about people. We're all different, but we're all the same. And maybe two people see the same thing, but we call it by a different name. You can talk to me, yes, you can talk to me. In the end, my friend, we might agree to disagree, or maybe we can work together. You can talk to me. If we listen hard enough, then maybe we can hear the braver angels on our shoulders whisper in our ears. So come closer, a little closer. When you're near, I hear you better. What we hold in our hearts sometimes keeps us apart, but we could be stronger together. You can talk to me, yes, you can talk to me. And in the end, my friend, we might agree to disagree, or maybe we can work together. You can talk to me, oh, you can talk to me, yes, you can talk to me.
Great job. I love the thumbs up at the end. That was really good. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I think that was after like I don't know how many takes.
Several
Really?
takes.
Oh, God.
Like,
Wait, let's do it
that
again.
was
He's
it.
like,
Oh, no, that
no. It sounded really good. I love that. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, I we come to agree to disagree. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say hello to Paul and Linda and Dick. Sorry. Linda said, hello, people. Sean and Linda shouting out. Hi, how are you doing, honey? Good to see you. Yeah, I really like that song. I mean, it's okay to disagree, but you can talk to me. Just don't be afraid to talk to me, right? I
Yeah.
love it. Paul, anything you want to add about that? I'm sorry,
No,
y'all. I'm just
no,
not
I'm-
feeling well. Okay. I don't mean to rush y'all. I really don't. I'm so sorry. But let's get on to the next song. The next song is 10 Rooms in the House of Love. I really like this. I like all your songs. I think they're so cool, so unique, clever, very clever. Tell us about this song, 10 Rooms in the House of Love. I like the way it sounds.
So this song, Mike said to me, why don't you make a lyric video out of this? And so this was like my first attempt at, where you put the lyrics, and I thought, I would just have some like nondescript background that barely changes and just, but I got involved in it, and I had been working on this project, digitizing my father's 8mm and Super 8mm films from my childhood. And so I found some footage that I decided to use. And then there was some footage from Mike's family that we had. And so the video starts out, my grandmother.
Yeah, there's also a drawing that I did in like about 4th grade or 3rd grade or something.
Yeah,
like that.
there's a lot of like real like Borak
family history
artifacts.
Yeah.
So my grandmother, she, when I was little, you'll see in the video, she gave me and my sister these 2 dolls, and she had made bridal outfits for them. And then she also made us little bridal veils. Okay. And when I was looking at this footage, I thought, oh, wow, this just really goes with the song. Cause I felt like here we are, it's like little girls, and we're being like programmed like from a very young age.
It's true.
Into what our role, what's expected of us or whatever, and I just thought that really made sense to use. And just 10 Rooms in the House of Love, it's like you get programmed into this life, and maybe things go the way you expect, maybe they don't, but you end up in this, it's just a metaphor.
trying to work your way through it.
Yeah. And so the video starts out kind of slowly, because I was still in this like, I'll just keep the very calm in the background, but then it kind of builds, and I just got more involved, and just like it just really builds with the song. So anyway, here it is. I think it's
wow. That's very well said. Yeah, and it is true. To me, we do get programmed at a very young age. What is expected of us, and what the proper. This is what you're going to do. And some of us have different ideas.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm excited for everybody to see this. I know it takes a lot of time to make these videos, because I've made some. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
More power to you. I'm impressed, because I know I've done it, and I'm like, oh boy, I didn't realize it was that hard. Especially when you get into the lyric videos, because it's got to be almost spot on, and it's hard.
It's a big learning curve.
Yes, it really is. And I've done the same thing. I'm like, okay, how do you do this? And you want that video to represent the lyrics, and to really bring them to life, because it's funny how you can take a song, like I wrote one with my friend in Hawaii about the school shootings, and we took a song of a very difficult subject, and I tried to portray it in a happier, or not a happy way, believe me, but a way to where we can help, we can keep this from happening, and with just the photos that you put in there, it makes a big difference on how you put that video. He said, man, you put a twist, you made it come out where it's optimistic instead of, and I said, yeah, it depends on what you put. So yeah, absolutely. So let's play this. Paul, anything you want to say before we play it, hun?
No, I'm ready to listen to it.
All right. This is 10 Rooms in the House of Love. Here we go.
Two people from different places, different faces. You and me, still we are two people. That must mean something, though we.
I think that's the wrong song, isn't it?
That's the wrong song.
I was just gonna.
It sounded
Thank
familiar.
you. I looked. I'm like, wait a minute. That looks so much like the other one. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. Oh gosh, I was like, that sounds familiar. Hang on.
It was going so smooth too.
I know. And if I don't make a mistake, something's wrong. I'll tell you that. Well, I'm only human, so I'm like, well, Okay, now I got the right one. I'm so sorry. Thank you. You were getting ready to message. I saw you. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Sorry, 10 Rooms in the House of Love. This is right. Here we go.
There must be 10 rooms in the house of love. What was the architect thinking of? Rain leaks through from the roof above into 10 rooms in the house of love. 10 rooms in the house of love. We were an innocent pair of doves when we moved into the house of love. inside, you'd never believe that there are 10 rooms in the house of love. What was the architect thinking of? The rain leaks through from the roof above into 10 rooms in the house of love. 10 rooms in the house of love. There's a beautiful entrance with a chandelier.
10 rooms.
The basement's flooded with our tears. There's an eat-in kitchen, modern and bright.
10 rooms.
We eat leftovers every night. The bed is soft, but there's monsters underneath. With tender lips and razor teeth. Look out the window, enjoy the view.
10 rooms in a house of love.
'Cause there'll be hell to pay when the rent comes due for those 10 rooms in the house of love. What was the architect thinking of when he built those twisting stairs and dead-end halls, broken doors and paper-thin walls? Rain leaks through from the roof above into 10 rooms in the house of love. 10 rooms in the house of love. Oh, love fades, grows dim with wear and tear and disrepair. From blueprint to disappointment, dream home to nightmare. We're alright, we get along fine.
10 rooms in a house of love.
You in your room and me in mine. It's zoned for double occupancy.
10 rooms in the house of love.
We're both at home, but there's a vacancy. But there's still hope, it's not too late to rebuild this marriage of love and hate. We could liquidate and redecorate. We could renovate or relocate from the 10 rooms in the house of love. What was the architect thinking of when he built those dimly lighted corridors? Funhouse mirrors and slanted floors, twisted stairs and dead-end halls, broken doors and paper-thin walls. Rain leaks through from the roof above into 10 rooms in the house of love. 10 rooms in the house of love. 10 rooms in the house of love. Oh, 10 rooms in the house of love.
Wow, I really like that. Was that you and
was
Mike at the very end, right?
Mhm.
That is so cool that you both have videos and photos of when you were around the same age. That is cool. Was that one of the Marie said she likes that. Was that one of those walking dolls where you hold the hands and they walk?
I
You
don't
know what I'm
think
talking
so.
about?
Yeah, I do. I don't remember actually. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like
of course.
maybe 2 or 3 in that video.
Yeah, that's so neat. I don't think I have any videos of myself when I was that age. That is so neat that you have those memories. How cool.
Yeah.
I really
And
like that song.
yeah.
I really do. Paul, what about you? What you got to say? What you got
I
to
have
say?
to say, by the way, my favorite part of that song is the doo-doo-doos.
Yeah, that was it was really good. I'm so sorry. And darn it. And Barbara, your voice is so beautiful. Wow. I love it. Have you been singing your whole life even before you met Mike? I know y'all been together a long time, but
Forever.
I mean, I've always sung, but I never sang really. Yeah, I never performed really. I
Wow.
think I did a couple plays throughout my my schooling, but
Yeah.
I had this epiphany. I think I might have met you, or maybe I don't know. I just had this epiphany
Yeah,
one
you
night.
did.
I guess we had met, and I just all of a sudden knew I wanted to sing. I don't know. I might have been
Wow.
really high that night. I don't know.
That's what it is.
I was like, oh, I must sing. And that's when I wheedled my way into the band he had at the time.
Yeah.
And I've been singing ever since.
Yeah, because he was in the other band, and I was reading a little bit of. I read all of it, but I've been sick since then. So you saw this beautiful girl, right, Mike? And you said, "Ooh, I think."
That's
Not only
exactly
do I
how
want
it
to
happened.
marry her, you just fell madly in love, and I mean, the rest is history, right?
I didn't realize she was going to be a singer. I just thought, hey, I want to meet her.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's just you never know where life is gonna
That's
lead you or what's gonna happen. I think that is so great.
true.
Paul, what would you like to say about the song? I like it a lot.
No, it was nice harmony, nice melody.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, it really is. I like it a lot. 10 Rooms in the House of Love. I like that. It's a nice, upbeat, positive. Marie said, I like that. And she said, Poppy really likes Barbara. That's her little chihuahua. He usually lays beside me to listen, but insisted on being in my lap while she was singing. See, Barbara, you have another fan. And
All
he's
right.
a cutie patootie. He's a cutie. He's a little tiny chihuahua with his tongue sticking out. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So the next song that we have is a really special song. I thought it was really cool. So we have two parts to this. This is the new song, right? It's new. And
Well-
this is called, go ahead.
Well, the song isn't new, but the video, the one we sent you, is brand new. I just finished it the night we sent it to you.
Oh,
a few
okay,
days
okay.
ago.
So the song isn't new, but the video is.
Right. And
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, we've played this song for a while.
Okay.
But this poet in Inverness, I think he's considered basically Mr. Inverness, and he,
like he Loch Ness everything.
yes.
Wow.
And he heard the song, I'm not sure where, but he contacted us and he asked us if he could read the lyrics on one of his shows.
Not one of his shows. This is BBC Scotland. This was
Wow.
the BBC show. So
That is cool. And I thought it was a cool idea. I'm going to go ahead and do it because we got done quicker than I thought. Y'all sent me the video of him reading. It's a video of him reading the lyrics. So I thought it would be very nice because he's the writer of this, right?
No. Mike wrote it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely misunderstood. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, but he asked if he could read it. And I love his voice.
oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
So this video is different in that about a year ago, my daughter talked to me. She said, you have to get an iPad and you have to learn how to use Procreate. And I was like, okay. And so so this whole year I've been learning how to use Procreate to create graphics. And so I created all of the images and the what do you call it? The slides for this video, which was, months and months took me.
What, Paul, is that something else that I need to learn? Oh God, I don't know if I can handle anymore.
Yeah, Crystal actually uses Procreate for all of her images that she uses.
Is that what she uses?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it sounded familiar. I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's
we
really
create
fun.
all kinds of stuff on Procreate's amazing.
Wow, maybe I should check into that. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle any more in my little brain.
I know, it's like
that's really good.
More to learn. But it's good to put yourself.
No, it is. It really is. I know I keep trying different things, learning new things, and I'm like, okay, I have no more room. My mom used to joke about that all the time. We have no more room in our brain.
I know, but you got to make room.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all want to watch the video of him reading the lyrics first, and then we'll play the music video. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So this is Loch Ness, and I do apologize.
Yeah.
So Mike did write the song. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Barbara.
Oh, Loch Ness Cafe.
Loch Ness Cafe. Sorry about that. Okay, let me play the video of him reading the lyrics, and I love his voice. I think it's so cool. And then we'll go to the video. Here we go.
My name is Willie Cameron from Loch Ness in the Highlands of Scotland. My poem today is The Loch Ness Cafe, with credits to New Middle Class, a folk music band from America. Thank you very much, Mike and Barbara Barrack. The Loch Ness Cafe. I was having lunch with Elvis at the Loch Ness Cafe. We were talking about the dreams we nailed and the ones that got away. I said, I wish I was a star like you. God, I love that rock and roll. He said, finish up your soda, son, and your fries are getting cold. The waitresses are beautiful, but they wouldn't give me the time of day. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Odysseus drank his coffee black. Then he set out on some trip, and when he thought no one was looking, Lincoln pocketed the tip. I pretended that I didn't see. I just minded my own business, because I knew that the invisible man was the only other witness. Everybody stares at me, but when I catch them, they look away. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? At a table in the corner, where the lights were turned down low, I saw the Kennedys holding hands with Marilyn Monroe. And J. Edgar Hoover, in disguise, was pretending to mop the floor, near where Castro sat with Sigmund Freud, comparing their cigars. The busboy says I'm crazy, and he hits me with his tray. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Einstein ordered after me, but they brought his dinner first. The waiter took a shortcut through an alternative universe. In the men's room, Adolf Hitler was complaining to the Pope that Pontius Pilate got there first and used up all the soap. Einstein had a hard time trying to calculate the tip. He was counting on his fingers. I could see him move his lips. And Hamlet had an omelette, while Ophelia ate a Danish. She said, you're driving me insane-ish. You're a coldfish with a death wish. I stopped in after midnight for a little bite to eat when I saw the Loch Ness dinosaur sitting in my favourite seat. She had a leather jacket on and a Jimi Hendrix shirt. She was watching the display go round with those oversized desserts. I said, I thought that you were dead. She said, no, I've just been away, but I can't resist the cheesecake at the Loch Ness Cafe.
She's muted again.
Can't hear you.
Sorry, I keep muting myself. Good job. I like that. I love the way you were commenting. You were laughing in the background. Normally, I tell you to mute your mic, but I thought that was just added more to it. That was very well done. It's very cute. Now, that's the poem. That's him reading the poem. So are y'all ready to play the song? You want to tell us a little bit about the song before we get to it? Inspiration, whatever you want to.
Yeah, I can tell you a couple of things. One is that when I was writing this song, I was actually at work and communicating with a couple of other singer-songwriter friends of mine. So we would like trade lyrics back and forth. So
Right.
my friend Joe Giacoya, who's actually Carla Ulbricht's husband, had all these lyrics, and he said, I don't know what to do with this. I can't make this into a song. And he showed me the lyrics, and it was all over the place. But I just picked out these two lines. He just I was having lunch with Elvis at the Loch Ness Cafe. We were talking about the dreams we nailed and the ones that got away. And I said, that's a good line. Song. Great. So I wrote a couple more lines. I said, okay, go ahead. Give me some more. And he didn't answer me. And so I wrote some more. And then he didn't answer me. And eventually I wrote all the lyrics. And then I said, go ahead, write the music. And he didn't answer me. So I wrote the music.
So it's a co-write of sorts.
But one of the curious things was, this was weird with Willie Cameron finding this song, but also, let me see. Before that, apparently there used to be a Loch Ness Cafe in Loch Ness, which I had no idea was true.
Oh.
And they contacted me and said, is it okay if we print out your lyrics and hang them in a frame on the wall in our cafe? And I said, cool. And then I was hoping we could find somebody who would travel to Loch Ness to let us know if it actually happened. But
no luck so far.
But
this was a while ago.
I don't think that cafe exists anymore, so we'll never know.
Oh, that's too
like
bad.
The Loch Ness Monster, you just don't
know.
So basically, this song is about all these mysterious things going on inside this cafe. Is that? and I was like, what is going on
It's
here?
it's a
And-
wide variety.
Kind of trippy kind of song.
Yeah, it is. It's literally like a trip, but it's cool. I like it. It's really
but you have
cool.
Elvis, you have the Pope talking to Hitler, you
Yeah.
have
A lot.
Castro and
Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys.
dinosaur.
Wow. I think it's really cool. I see what you mean. It's like a variety of, he just had random lyrics. You're like, let's put it together. But I think it's cool because it's silly, but it's good. I think it's really good. Let's hear the song. Okay. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here is Loch Ness Cafe. I really like this. Here we go. Make sure I push the right button this time.
I was having lunch with Elvis at the Loch Ness Cafe. We were talking about the dreams we nailed and the ones that got away. I said, I wish I was a star like you. God, I love that rock and roll. He said, finish up your soda, son, and your fries are getting cold. The waitresses are beautiful, but they won't give me the time of day. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Odysseus drank his coffee black, and then he set out on some trip. And when he thought no one was looking, Lincoln pocketed the tip. I pretended that I didn't see, I just minded my own business, 'cause I knew that the invisible man was the only other witness. Everybody stares at me, but when I catch them, they look away. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? In the corner where the lights were turned down low, I saw the Kennedys holding hands with Marilyn Monroe. J. Edgar Hoover in disguise was pretending to mop the floor near where Castro sat with Sigmund Freud comparing their cigars. The bus boss says I'm crazy and he hits me with his tray. Why do I keep on coming back to the Loch Ness Cafe? Einstein ordered after me, but they brought his dinner first. The waiter took a shortcut through an alternate universe. In the men's room, Adolf Hitler was complaining to the Pope that Pontius Pilate got there first and used up all the soul. He was counting on his fingers. I can see him move his lips. And Hamlet had an omelet while Ophelia ate a Danish. She said, you're driving me insane-ish. You're a cold fish with a death wish. I stopped in after midnight for a little bite to eat. When I saw the Loch Ness dinosaur sitting in my favorite seat, she had a leather jacket on and a Jimi Hendrix shirt. He was watching the display go round with those oversized desserts. I said I thought that you were dead, and she said no, I've just been away, but I can't resist the cheesecake at the Loch Ness Cafe.
Wow. Yes.
The blues.
I know.
The blues.
My husband is in the other room clapping. Barbara, First of all, that harmonica, what the heck? You surprised me with that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Bob Dylan, step aside.
Yeah, that sounded really good. I heard my husband clapping. He's probably the same way, like, what? That was really cool. I like it. And I love your rhyme schemes in your songs, your lyrics. I think they're really clever. They really are. I'm trying to remember there was one that really stood out. And of course, I can't remember what it was now. You rhymed 2 words and I should have written it down. I usually write it down. I'm so sorry. But that's really, I like that. It's well written, kind of a jumble of it, but you put it together to form a cohesive story. And I think it's really, really cool.
Would it be cold fish, dead fish?
Oh God, yeah. You're a cold fish with a dead. You're a cold fish with a death wish. Oh my
Death
God.
wish. That's clever. You're a cold fish with a death wish. Yeah, that is really clever. So you just like, okay, give it back to me. And you wrote some more lines. You gave it back to him. He still had nothing. So you ended up writing the whole song pretty much, except for that one line.
Except for the first couple of lines, yeah.
Wow. Well, it's such a mixture of what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. Such a mixture of subjects that you put it together to form a story, and I think that's really cool. Paul, what do you got to say, hon? Paul can fix it because I
want to see a children's book.
You know what? Yeah.
No idea.
That would make a good children's book. Have you ever thought about that?
No,
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah, get all these famous people in a room.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think one of my favorite parts of that was the Kennedys holding hands with Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
That just
that was clever.
Sometimes these lines come from I don't know where.
Yeah.
Like it just sort of amazed me that we were just talking about this. The part about Hamlet had an omelet while Ophelia was
smart.
Danish. How did that happen? I have no idea. It just worked out so perfectly.
It worked out so well. So you mentioned a while ago about one of the songs, and I'm sorry, but you said you dreamed it. You dream some lyrics sometimes, don't you? I know a lot of us songwriters do that. So does that happen to you often?
Yeah, I may dream an entire song sometimes, but by the time I wake up, usually there's just one line or a little bit that's left, and I just have to kind of put it together.
Yeah. Do you wake up and like, okay, I got to get this real quick and write it down or something? Because
absolutely, that's what happens.
It's really weird because I've told people that because I'm a lyricist too, and it's funny how sometimes you get that and you're like, if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it, and you don't know where it comes from. I guess it's your subconscious. So Marie said it was all so awesome. Really loved it. Thank you, Marie. You're so awesome. Sarah said, cool song. By the way, our good friend Miss Sarah Cox is here as well. Thank you for being here, ladies. And I'm sorry, y'all can see I got sick last night out of the blue. Go ahead, Paul.
Writing with the lyrics and the rhyming scheme, I wrote a song called the Frankenstein Stomp, and it was a mashup to Monster Mash, and I decided to take some of the elements of Monster Mash and kind of throw it in a song called the Frankenstein Stomp, and I'm actually going to be turning that into a children's flip book, I guess you could say.
Good idea.
But though that's cool though. I mean, because the lyrics come from nowhere. I mean, you can just pull them out of the sky, and that's kind of what I did with that one. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, it's crazy. People are like, where did you come up with that? And you honestly have to say, I really don't know.
I don't know.
Right? You just, but it worked together. Yeah. Well, Marie just said that's the way I get my poetry. And Marie writes poetry. Yeah. And it's the same kind of thing, Marie. I think maybe the difference is at least I don't know about you, Mike, or even Barbara. I don't know if you're writing the songs, Barbara, but with me, when I get a song, when I dream, I tell my husband I dreamed a song. He's like, okay. Usually I literally hear it like it's playing on the radio. Is that what you get to? That's weird, right? For something that don't even exist, then all of a sudden you hear it, you're like, you look around, you're like, okay, is that playing somewhere? What's going on? Wow.
I wake up, I have a little mini recorder, and I'll try to get it down quickly before I forget it.
Yeah.
When we used to play that song a lot, one of the ways we introduced it was we kind of made it into a contest, because we would ask the audience to identify the character that's in the song who was actually still alive. Now, at the time, I think Castro was still alive, and so we were expecting to get that answer.
Right.
My favorite answer was Elvis.
Well, Well, we were watching some kind of show on, it's all over the internet, that supposedly Elvis is alive and there's a guy that's exactly the same, da 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 da. Who knows? Who knows? He could be, I guess it's possible. But Elvis is still alive. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it. Anything's possible. Nothing surprises me anymore. They could all be alive out there walking around somewhere. Wow, Paulie, anything you want to add, sir?
No, that was entertaining.
Yes, it really was. I really like your style. I love your attitude. I love your personalities. Y'all are really, really great. I appreciate y'all being here and sharing all of your wonderful talent with us. I hope you'll come back. Maybe I'll be feeling better next time.
This is great fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it was for us too.
Yeah,
And
it was
please,
great.
yeah, share. I tell everyone that's been on the show to please share anything new you have coming out. If you have a new, and we'll share it as much as we can and try to help you get it out there.
Right. Well, actually, we're in the middle of recording 2 new albums.
Oh,
So,
wow. Oh my
Two
gosh.
new
I bet it's
albums.
good.
Not 2
Albums,
new
Paul, not
songs.
just songs.
It's 2 new albums.
Well, I guess that would be the difference. And I think this is great because you both are so talented in so many musical ways. You can do your own thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to wait for the studio, which is great. You know what I'm saying? You can do it right there at the house. Do what? I'm sorry, Barbara.
The studio's in the next room.
Yeah, exactly. And we talk about that almost every show, how the pandemic, in a way, that was a good part of it because it made a lot of people find new ways and creative ways to get out there and to maybe address those passions that they didn't even know they had. Because we've gotten a lot of people that didn't even start singing until the pandemic or playing or, it's true because they're like, okay, I'm in the house. What am I going to do? So, so Marie said they seem like a fun, take it as it comes couple, my kind of people. Yes, I agree. Well, I'm going to go back to bed, I guess. I'm so sorry I was sick. It's always something, I tell you. But
I hope you feel better.
thank you. It feels like, I don't know. Judith, thank you. She's got to run. Thanks for a delightful show. You're so welcome, honey. Thank you so much for being here and supporting them. That's so awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a great time. You know what? Before we go, I do need to play my one commercial from our wonderful sponsor. Because I appreciate them so much. Actually, we have another sponsor now. I just haven't played them. This is a wonderful place called Scores Bar and Grill in Beeville. Let me play this so I can at least say that I did. Here we go. And we'll be right back to say our good nights. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear the great news? Scores Bar and Grill right here in Beeville at 1502 North St. Mary Street is now open 7 nights per week. That's right. Scores is open 7 nights per week starting at 5 p.m. With nightly specials, open mic every Wednesday, karaoke the first Saturday of every month. You can check them out by going to their Facebook page at Scores Bar Beeville. Go check it out. You'll be so glad you did.
Cool.
All
And
right.
We'd
Yes.
like our own commercial too. Our own commercial announcement is just to let everybody know that our website is newmiddleclass.com. And
Okay.
you can listen to all the songs on all 3 of our albums on the website. Listen to that for free. Or it's also basically everywhere you stream music. So we're on Spotify, Apple Music,
Everywhere.
Wherever you're listening to music, you'll find us. Just
Yes, and it's New Middle Class. Y'all go and check them out and make sure you help support them, stream their music because they're independent singer-songwriters, musicians, just like all of us, and they need your support. So please do. It's very simple to do to help support them, and I'm sure you have videos probably on YouTube as well, right?
on YouTube, and they're also on our website.
Nice. So it's newmiddleclass.com. Thank you. I wrote that down and didn't even mention it. I'm so sorry. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, y'all go support them as much as you possibly can. And Maria, I hope you get feeling better. Maria has been dealing with vertigo. She said after commercial, I have to try to stop swimming in my room. You poor thing. Oh, so nice for you to be here, sweetie. She said it's nice to meet Mike and Barbara on the show tonight. Hope to see them again soon. Yes, we've got so many great people that support us, and it just means the world to us. Mike and Barbara, Barbara and Mike. I always say ladies first. It's been so great having you here, and like I said, hopefully next time I'll feel better. But I'm glad we were able to share your music.
Thank you, Paul, for so many of your insights. We really appreciate that.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And folks, we will be back tomorrow. Good Lord willing. I mean that literally. Hopefully. We have a beautiful singer-songwriter by the name of Candy Frederick on. And I'm excited about having her on. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Same what is it? Same bat channel, same bat time. I think I said it backwards.
You said
Paul,
it backwards, but it's
I
okay.
did.
We will
I did.
forgive you.
Thank you. Thank you. And Paul, thank you so much for asking. I'm so glad you joined us because you basically helped me more than you can know with me feeling like crap.
No, it
But
was,
Paul
it was
always helps
awesome
me out.
listening to this music, and
Yeah.
and I, just from the music and the way that y'all are, I can imagine how your relationship is, and just having fun, and
I know.
it's amazing.
I know. I love it. I love it. That I mean, it just makes my heart happy that y'all are making this great music together. I mean, that's a big deal. To me, that's a big deal. You know, you're still doing it. And Barbara, your harmonica skills, man. And Mike, your guitar playing. I'm serious. I was so impressed. Like, wow, look at her. Look at him. I mean, y'all are very, very talented. Thanks for sharing with us tonight. And like I said, keep sharing with us on our social media, our Facebook, and I will share away. I'll do whatever I can to help you get as much exposure as I possibly can. And if you have something new, also please share. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 7:30 Central. Same that channel, same whatever. I said it wrong again. In the meantime, y'all be kind to everyone. And remember, very important, try to be kind to as many people as you can because everyone's dealing with something out there. Yeah. So Marie says, love the harmonica, reminds me of my papa. Yeah. Because her dad played the harmonica. We talk about that a lot.
Mine.
Yeah, it was really good. It really was. So, guys and gals, y'all have a great night, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thanks for
Good
having
night,
us.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.